Thinking about redesigning your pricing model for your PLG motion? Hey, it's Gary, 3 times head of growth. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the pricing foundations for your product-led growth strategy. So you need to think pricing as a strategic lever for your PLG motion. So the PLG pricing is really a growth lever. It influences the way your customer perceives the value of your product, the quality of your product, whether that's right or wrong, and how they will likely to adopt, and also how you can capitalize on upsell revenue. And so a lot of it is striking that balance between affordability and value, which is how people can easily access your product, get value, and then understand whether it's worthwhile for them to invest their time to continue to use your product. But there's so many products and platform out there nowadays, so it's now not just the price, but it is that adoption and that change management aspect of it that they need to consider internally. So the pricing strategy really influences the acquisition, the activation, and the retention funnel. And so when you go to like any SaaS tool website nowadays, the first thing you go to is the pricing page. You try to understand what the product is about, how much they're charging, if it's a reasonable pricing, and you can decide whether to try it for yourself and let the product speak for itself instead of getting lost in this marketing mumble jumble on their website. So the pricing is really a barrier to access your product, and if your pricing is not easily accessible, then people are clicking the back button. So whether they move forward or not, it really depends on your freemium PLG pricing model or your value-based PLG pricing model. So for us, we really funnel visitors from our homepage to the free compliance automation landing page for startups and SMB. And that free is so attractive that eventually we get a lot of people go and sign up for our freemium tier. The freemium model or the free trial is really a long trust game. And allowing your product to be used without any cost, it's really that relationship you're building between you and your customer that you continue to nurture. So the freemium tier is what we call the starter plan. It's a basic version of our product, and customers are able to achieve the goal, the compliance goal, but there are additional advanced features that they need to unlock to get to their ultimate destination faster. So there's a balance, and this balance is really your paywall strategy. So you want to make sure that customer are upgrading. So you want to make them successful. So we can think of it like customer success. And are they getting value? And is the pricing scalable? So whether it's a seat-based usage or advanced feature unlock or usage-based pricing. So getting customers to upgrade as their business grow, and that's a big part of like nurturing them. And so we do this by checking in with free customers who are likely to upgrade. We track their product product qualified leads, and based on their usage on the platform, whether they logged in most recently. We also check in on hand raisers who need customer support or have questions to go deeper into the product. And the fact that they want to go deeper, that means they're activated. And we track this as part of our customer success qualified lead, CSQL. And pricing and packaging is not a one and done. So it's something that you and your product team, marketing team, and sales team will continue to work on. And you're going to continue to build new features. There's new ways of selling. There's new perspective and how the market is changing, how your competitor is going after your customers. So you really need to, actually that forces you to revisit your pricing and packaging strategy. And so we test out our pricing and packaging through onboarding calls. So every customer we pitch, we get closer to nailing down the pricing point and the packaging that works. And our learning is that customers really care about 1 or 2 features. And we sold those 1 or 2 features as independent package. And then we slowly layered that package with additional features. And that's how we created our advanced tier. So by breaking down what these very complex packages are, we just sold 1 feature at a time and see which resonated. And we were able to understand what was the lever that got customers to upgrade. And then additionally, we also revisited how to grandfather our customers and create an entitlement architecture. So we can record SKUs and track our upgrades for our sales pipeline and what advanced feature to show to our customers. And so for us, compliance is a very competitive industry. So the market has this perception that it's a commodity product. It's a race to the bottom. So our pricing strategy really worked out because our freemium tier became the word of mouth growth. And we have 40% of our signups came from organic word of mouth marketing because customers are telling their network, they're telling their community that, hey, there's a better option out there. So talk to your customers and figure out what levers work for them. So in the beginning, you might have very complex pricing and packaging, but if you get in front of your customers, free customers as well as customers that are onboarding, you will be able to identify like those advanced features that are important to them. And we know this because there are certain paywalls that get the most hand raised. Eventually, we know that that advanced feature is the primary reason for our product qualified leads, and those are our most likelihood to convert into paid customers. And so secondary is this paywall strategy. And you need to work with your team to create paywalls to advanced features, make sure there's a balance, and that the product on the freemium tier is still user-friendly, but the premium features are gated. So focusing on gating features that allow for customization, because customization is often related to advanced usage. And our freemium tier was a catalyst and a growth driver. The freemium tier really disrupted this compliant industry. Our customers were initially very skeptical that there's actually even a freemium tier, but we continue to iterate on our story, we communicate on our why and our mission, and we were able to turn skeptical customers into champions. And we were very confident in our product, and freemium truly got customers to activate via self-serve. And we believe once they're activated, they will see value, they will adopt our process, and eventually work towards hitting our paywalls, which led to hand raising. And we also explored premium service as an add-on. This strategy probably not work for everybody, but consider adding a consultation as a packaging add-on. And there are customers that are eager to get started right away and be successful, so there is opportunity to boost your revenue. But we found that by offering this premium service, it didn't scale. It created a new line of operation. However, this created opportunity for us to really upgrade our self-serve capabilities better. We understand customers are asking us, hey, do you have hand-holding services? And then eventually our self-serve was so good that we say, hey, no, we don't, but we believe we have hundreds of customers using our self-serve roadmap and instructions and documentations, and they are successful. You just have your team follow that, and we can save you money, and it's a win-win on both sides. We also layer usage-based pricing. So consider adding usage-based pricing as another packaging strategy. But this really requires your customers to get activated on that usage-based feature. When they can see clear value that is generated from the usage-based product, right? Then they can associate, okay, I know what I'm paying for, and this is the output. What we did is we packaged this as part of our add-on to some of our existing tiers, packaging tiers, as a way to entice more customers. So really think about pricing and packaging as a strategic strategy and something to think about and revisit quarterly as you add in new features, as the market is changing for you and your customers, as you're also receiving new learnings from your customers, hearing their feedback and how you're adjusting, and also trying to meet your sales quota or your revenue quota. That's super important that you're really adjusting that pricing and packaging strategy, because it really influences the way you acquire customers, activate them, retain them, and also monetize them, and making sure that your company is creating a self-sustaining PLG motion. Follow me on growthwithgary.com or feel free to subscribe here to learn more about how to execute PLG, lead and operate and launch and be successful in SaaS.